Welcome everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm having a pretty darn good one. So today, we're going to be taking what we built last time and implement it into another machine and make something really awesome, and that is an unlimited XP farm, or an XP bank, whichever you want to call it. It will also be a cactus farm, a bamboo farm, and a green dye farm. Depends on how you want to use it. But it will be all of those things. So, we've got an area here. I went ahead and cleared this out, and we're actually going to only need a area of 9 by 10, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I got a little bit extra here so that we got movement room, and we're only going to need to be 5 tall. So this is perfect to build into a cliffside. You can mine it out as you build it so that there's no free space around it, because some of the blocks you're going to need are going to be fillers to get the efficiency up on particularly the cactus farm. So let's look at real quick at everything you're going to need. Now, first and foremost, this top row right here, these numbers are not exact. You will not need. This is any stone or any building block that can pass redstone. Stone, smooth stone. I'm going to be using smooth stone. This will be the base of our machine for the most part. Glass or any other item you want to use as framing. We will be making it water channels, so I like to be able to see it. So we're using glass. Again, unknown numbers. I actually have an extra stack. You're going to be needing at least 5 or 6 ice cubes or 5 or 6 buckets of water. Your choice. And you're going to be needing a light source. At least one, probably several, to light up the background so there's no spawns inside here. You're going to be needing, now these should be exact. They may be 1 or 2 numbers off here, but you should, with these numbers, you should be able to build this whole thing, no problem. 35 hoppers, 7 pistons, 2 sticky pistons, at least 2 chests. We'll talk about that when we get to them. 4 observers, 3 furnaces, 2 dispensers. Again, you may only need 1 of these. Depends on what you do at the end, like with your chest. We'll talk about that. Might be wrong in this number. I think I may have had some extra in my inventory when I put this in here. 8 redstone, 2 redstone torches, 4 glass panes, or 4 fence, or a couple trapdoors. Pretty much anything to break the top of the cactus, which I prefer to use glass panes because they're almost invisible. 2 levers, 2 white carpets. You do not necessarily need these. These are purely to make it look better after the fact. 1 soul sand, 1 nether rack. Again, this ties with the dispensers and one of the chests. And the flint and steel again goes with the nether rack. That's if you want to make a disposable unit rather than one that just collects dye. We're going to be making the disposable, and I'll explain how to make one that collects. And a trapdoor to go with this to cover up the fire. 2 bamboo, 2 dirt, 3 cactus, and 3 sand. So to get started, we're going to grab this. We're going to grab our pistons. We're going to grab our sticky pistons. We're actually going to grab our furnace. Let's move this so I got more space. And we're going to grab our hoppers. What is this? Our observers. And I think that is all we're grabbing for the moment. Alright, so we need to get our numbers straightened out here. Your forges are going to be in the front row here. Now, these are going to be off-centered, and the reason is you're actually building off of a 0-tick machine that's going to be right here. Because you'll understand why placement is how you'll get it. Trust me. All right, so just to start from the forward and work our way back, we're going to put hopper pointed down. This is going to be our cactus is going to go into this slot, and then over here we're going to put hopper. Now these, these are going to go into the fuel slots. Now, you're going to need a temporary block. I'm going to use scaffolding. When you get to this, there's going to be some points where you can do this in different ways. This basically can be interchanged either direction, but you'll understand why. I know it's because I'm making it confusing. I'm sorry. Okay, so temporary block. Yeah, no, I want a temporary block here. We don't want that one there yet. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay. So, when you're done with this, one of these hoppers is going to have hoppers going this way. And in this case, it's going to be this one. So we're going to place these down, and you look, they're all three pointing that way. That way, as these fill up, they drop down into this. And now these, you're going to have hoppers pointing this way. That way, when they fill up, they point down, and there's no conflict going on. So we can get rid of this now. Okay. And you're going to want to put hoppers down below this, but we'll do that last. That'll be our final step when we turn it on. So, okay, we got our hoppers and everything. This is basically done for the time being. What we're going to do now is we're going to stand right here. Let's see, right here. Right? Yes. The center block of our build. And that is behind the first forge. And we're going to put a block. And basically, we're going to be building our basic zero-tick bamboo farm or whatever. But this will be bamboo. So we're going to do that. We're going to put a piston there. A piston there. A block. A block. A block. We're going to hop up here and stick an extra block. We're going to put a sticky piston there. A sticky piston there. Come over here and look at the back block and hop piston. No, nope. We will be getting rid of 2 of these pistons if you want. You can leave them. Oh, excuse me. Wow, that was a hiccup of pain. You can leave them. They should not hurt nothing, but this is a fail-safe because either these 2 pistons will fire or these 2 pistons will fire, and you'll remove the ones that don't fire. All right, then we're going to take our last piston that we got here for this part, and we're going to put it right there. Okay. Now, we are going to actually need one of these 2 pistons, so that does not matter right now. We need our redstone is what we need. We need the redstone. We need redstone. Our dirt. Our 2 bamboo. I think our chests. And we're going to need the glass. Okay. So we're going to put redstone there. Redstone there. Redstone there. Redstone now. Now, it's not activated yet because we have to load the dirt to activate it. But before we do that, we want to hop up here, get our observer, look at the redstone so it's highlighted, and click so that his little red dot is pointing up, and he is now looking at that. Okay, then we're going to be putting a single block here. Now, all we need to do is load dirt, and this will turn on. Dirt block there, dirt block there. And to turn it off and on, where is our lever? Did I lose them? I must have lost them over here. And we're going to put a single lever right there. Now, as we look, everything's going good, so I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to remove this piston. We do not need them. And we're going to go, let's see, scaffolding, toot. Now we're going to plant our bamboo. It's important how you plant this. 1 stalk and a stalk on top of it. Has to be done this way. It cannot be done with the sapling. Now, this is going to get a little bit tricky here in just a moment. What we're not really, but it is. You'll understand. Okay, so we're going to put down our chests. Now, it's important here how you put this chest down. Put the chest here, but do not put one here, and you're going to want more than one because this stuff is going to overflow before the bamboo will. After a while, everything in this farm will overflow, and you will have overflow. That's just the nature of it. You can cycle it off to whatever, or you can just trash it. I've not worked out. What I suggest is once you hit that point, basically extend your system. Add a couple more, and that way they can overflow into it, and eventually you'll have a whole bunch. This will take about 35 minutes to fill up once it's done. All right, so we've got everything going. Now we're going to want to put a piston right here into that so that it is at this level. All right, now we're going to take our glass, and to make sure that this does not have any loss, we're going to put a glass there, 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 there. We're going to go around to the other side. And dude, we want that there. Okay. And here, here, and there. Why did I fall? That was weird. Now one there and one there, just like that. And we can even put one there. Now this will cause this to have almost zero loss, not zero loss. There will ever so often be a little bit that gets there. That's just the way it is. Okay, now that is fully finished. We can turn that on, and it'll start producing bamboo right away. Okay, I realized we actually did something a little bit wrong there. Not wrong, but we skipped a bit of a step, and that's why the bamboo's not producing as fast as I thought it should. Because I was looking at it, and I was like, why is there no bamboo? Bamboo needs light. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to come up here, hop over here, and we're going to replace this block right here. I'm going to use this. Now, there can be any light source you want. I just like the fact the way this looks. Plus, it seals the hole. Now, there we go. Now we're producing tons of bamboo. I was wondering what was going on there for a second. Now, this needs to build. I'm going to show you a way real quick to do this so that it fills up a little faster. Fill these three. No, my bad. We're in the wrong thing. I forget now. Everything under the sun can go inside of a furnace, which makes no sense whatsoever. Fill these just like that. You're a zombie. I'm going to be one dirt short. How'd that work out? Give me this dirt. Thank you. And we'll put this here. Now this will keep these hoppers from filling all the way up, and basically they'll fill this up, and then it'll go on and so forth, and it'll fill up quicker. But this is still going to take about 35-40 minutes, y'all, for this thing to get fully rolling in action, because you are going to need to build up a ton of resources. Zombie raid. Okay, now this is done. We can turn this on, off, or we can leave it going. I'm going to turn it off. Now we're going to move on to the second part of this build. So we're going to need the rest of our stuff except for this, this, and this. Alright, so we're going to need everything else. The glass, the ice, or the water buckets. And that should be good. Now, very first thing. Right here, we're going to do a step that is either going to work or it is not. If it does not work, I will show you an alternate solution, how to fix it, later in the video. And that way, if this does not work the way it's intended, which it might, and I will show you later, I will show you how to fix it, a secondary cactus farm, zero-tick cactus farm. But this one is going to use this whole machine. So, okay, if this does not work for you, then skip to later on. Alright, so, boom, boom, boom. Sounds stupid, but if you watch, when we turn this on, you will either get all three of these pistons firing. They do not need to be firing in order. They can be out of sync like they are right now. But you may have one that doesn't work, but this should all work. If this does not fire all three across, then, like I said, skip to later, and toward the end of the video, I will show you how to do it without this type of setup, and we'll build an independent zero-tick farm for cactus. But let's continue now. So we need 3 cactus, or 3 sand, and we're going to go 1, 2. That's second block in front of it. We're going to skip one. We're going to go here. We're going to skip one, and we're going to go there. Now we're going to dig out all the way around this, just like so. And we're going to get these, just like that. And we're going to take our dispenser. And let's see, we're going to take this block out. And we're going to put a dispenser here. But we want it looking the other way, so we want it looking right here. And while you're standing here putting this down, you can go ahead and remove this block and put the soul sand down there. Just like that. Let's grab that block. Okay. So now, we're going to get our hoppers. And we're going to place a hopper into that. Into the back of that. Holding crouch. Just like so. Now we're going to come over here. Crouch. Look at that one. Into it. Just like that. And then we're going to take these and we're going to look at that one. That one. That one. Now, all the cactus that comes off of this will fall into it. And you're probably wondering, like, what in the world? How's this going to make cactus? Well, the way the cactus grows, this will basically be stimulating it. And before you turn this on, there's a step here you do not want to skip. You're going to need your glass panes. And we're going to put down our scaffolding. Or not. Give me a second one, because why not? Okay. Now, hold, jump and shift. And you're going to bounce something down here on your scaffolding. Or if you got a block, you can just crouch. We're going to place one there. Now you're done. We're going to place there, there, there. And now we're going to actually, well, you may actually need more. But not really, because we want that one and that one back. Now you do not need more, but I'm going to suggest, and trust me, this makes a strange, huge difference. Like, it makes no sense to me, but it does. We're going to place a crouch and a... Get close enough so I can put it. Okay, whatever. Jump, jump, crouch. No. And we killed the cactus. Boo. Where'd the cactus go? Okay, there it is. Stop throwing things. Now, the reason why we're putting this block here is this is temporary. I just need a solid block to take the glass planes and put one there and one there. And I came up one short. I do not know. We should have another one to go right here. But those are not required. The only reason I do that is because it seems to cause the blocks to come off the top of the cactus better. You don't lose as much. Now, before we continue, this is done. That's basically it. We are good to go. If I turn it on, you will see the cactus will start to grow. Give it just a second. See how they grow and they get kicked off. That is all done. Now, you're going to want to... Let's turn this off so we don't get crazy. You're going to want to take glass or filler block. I recommend glass because I do not know how we might interfere with the redstone here. And you're going to want to fill this whole back in. Completely in with glass. Where's my other stack of glass? And the reason why you're doing that is that way stuff cannot get hung on this stuff. Instead, it basically hits these blocks and bounces off and bounces in the hopper. And that way you do not have to worry about all that extra loss. You're going to want to build a wall all the way over it, but you're also going to want to leave at least a space or two above this so that when it bounces up, it doesn't bounce straight back down on top of this and get destroyed. You want this open for the most part, or at least for a few blocks. Matter of fact, it will bounce just a hair over 2 blocks high. Alright, now we need to do the how to get our cactus to there. So block does not have to be glass. Just what I prefer to use. Actually, you know what? Give me that back so I can get that junk out of that hopper. Give me all that. Thank you. Alright, so glass, 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 glass. Put one there, one there, one there. Come on out. You're going to this hopper right here. So you want to cover all the way to that hopper. And just like that. And now I'm going to let the water flow over top all the hoppers, even though it does not need to and it does not actually do anything. I just like the way it looks if you open this up and then you can see the water flowing. Alright, so let's see. We're going to need one there, 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 there. One there to block the top. Alright. And we are basically done here. Now, we're going to come down. Do not break these. Actually, you know, let's go down the bottom first. And I just lost that, but oh well. Put a ice block there. Do not use your pick or whatever. Just break it and you will get a water source. Okay? That is a full water source. Put one there and seal that back up. Now you're going to need to build back up again. And fill it all the way up, just like that. And then destroy one after the other. And there you go, you now have a bubble column. Now, to make this work, we're going to have to build a battery. There is a way to use this, but I'm going to show you a way to do it without it. That way it's got its own independent power. You can turn it on and off on its own if you want. Alright, so we're going to need our observers. We're going to hop down here just like that. Crouch, look to the front of the block. Come back around here. Now, if you come back over here, you'll see his butt's blinking. You're going to take 2 redstone. And doot. Now, the observer is active. It will spit out anything you put in it that will work its way around, which will go into this hopper. And then we'll basically go into these. And that's why we let the water go across. That way, if there's a lot, it can go across. Now, like I said, this will take approximately 30 minutes once you turn it on. Like that. It is now fully active. The machine is ready to go. It just needs to fill up. That is literally all you have to do, unless you want to make it a little more efficient. And the way you would do that is basically by building up around it with whatever type of block. And you're going to want to go at least 4 high, because when they bounce, they'll bounce over the top of this one right here, but no higher. And you don't have to do that. It's not required. It will just make it a little bit more efficient, because you will get some splash off over on the sides here where blocks are just the way it is. It's the way Cactus is. Cactus is a mess. It goes everywhere. Now, since this is done, and like I said, it's going to take about 30 minutes or so to fill up so that it is fully functional. We're going to hop over to my creative world, and I'm going to show you how to do an alternate zero-tick cactus farm in case the pistons did not work like they were intended on the back previously. Let's put this last. Okay. Well, I'll come up 1 block short, but that's okay. You know what we'll put here? We'll put a light source. Well, actually, I'll come up a few blocks short, but whatever. That's it. That is it. That is the farm. It is done. It is going. It will produce tons of cactus. Do not stand up here. You will, near this. Now, one last step before we actually go over, and I forgot we said we was going to do this last. We need to put pistons down here. Now, this is going to be a little bit tricky because this is going to break into my lower floor. But that's okay. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this 2 different ways. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, 1, you can use a dispenser and spit the item back out, and it will destroy it in a fire. Or you can use a chest just like normal, and it will collect your dye that you're producing. Now, you're going to have lots of dye, so you're probably just going to end up wanting one of these. So I'm going to show you how you make it real quick. The observer spitting this way, we get the last of our stuff out of here. Trapdoors and all that good stuff. We're going to put a nether block there. Now we're going to put a temporary block right there. And we're going to take this, set it afire. Do not throw anything in there. It will destroy it. And then we're going to take an iron, not wood, an iron trapdoor and put it over the top. That is now safe. Nothing can hurt you on it. Now we're going to hop down here because this is just easier for me to do. And we're going to go boop, 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 boop. Now all the fuel that or the dye that's being produced is now going into this and being burned. which right now really is not a lot because, oh no, it's not. We got to turn it on first. Duh. I forgot. We got one more step to go here. We're going to take an observer, put him right there so he's looking at that redstone dot. That's now been turned on, and as you can see, it is throwing dye into that, and there we go. 30 minutes, we will have a fully primed up system. Or you can go ahead and fill it up, whatever you want. Now we're going to go to my creative world, and I'm going to show you how to build a secondary type of cactus farm in case these pistons did not fire like they're supposed to. Okay, so here we are. Fully running. Let's turn it on. Got to turn it on and off. Sometimes it happens when you log in and out. I did skip a step, and I apologize on the last one. You can put a block here, or not even. You can put the lever here, and just put a string of red dust in front of these, and this will turn these off so that they hold, so that when you want to gather your XP, you just, like so. Just like that. Again, lever here or on a block, does not matter. Strip, it can even be down here, just as long as you got this in front of those. That's all that matters. Now let's look at an alternate. Let's make the daytime. Set day. There we go. Alright, so this is the thing without the forges built into it. And as you can see, it is fully functional. Now, for some reason, this build did not function right. As you will see, I will put the pistons on, and that piston does not fire. I have no idea why it's not. As you can see, this is exactly the same as the other one. There is no different whatsoever. It's identical to the one we just built. Identical. I do not know why it does this. I've built 5 or 6 of them, and only 2 have messed up like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove these pistons, and we're not going to do it that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a second a second zero-tick farm that's just for the cactus. Now, to do this, you're basically going to be coming out the backside because, you know, your distance, how it is, and you got your hoppers down here. It's all exactly the same except for this right here. Now, to build this, we're going to do it. I'm going to show you how to build this exactly. You ready? We're going to put a piston down just like so, and then we're going to come behind it, and we're going to put a... Let's get my inventory straight here. Alright, we're going to put a sticky piston, yeah, by jumping and looking down, just like that. Then we're going to put... I gotta get organized, sorry. Apologies. Block, block, block. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to put a block there, and we're going to jump, and then we're going to remove that block. And see, we're mirroring what we got over there so far, okay? So now we're going to take a sticky piston, put it there, just like that. And then we're going to come up here, and we're going to get a repeater. And we want it to look that way. Do not tick it. That is the way you want it to... Here, I forgot. You want it to go that way into that, okay? Now, you're going to need a little bit of redstone. You're going to put redstone there, redstone there, and redstone there. And then you're going to be leading out to your farm just like this, okay? So now, to turn this on, we need one last thing. I forgot. We need a observer, which... No. We want him facing that way. Yes, okay. Now, to turn him on, all you need is a block. Just like that. Now, where did we... Oh, I know we skipped a couple steps there. I forgot we got to do these. Alright, so now we're going to take this. We're going to put one there. And then, before we destroyed that block previously, we were going to put one there. Now, there we go. So, let's go over that again. Piston, sticky piston, block, 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 hop up, block, block, piston, platform, which we're now going to put redstone on, like so. And this is the zero tick. This is the actual machine. That is exactly the same thing as that machine right there, except for it's not producing anything. Now, to turn this on again, like I said, you just put a block in front of it and you can destroy it, and it turns it on. Now, I haven't worked out a way to turn this off, but a way to safely turn it off is to basically hop up here and break one of the inner redstones, and it will turn it off. But now, here's the thing. When you do this, and you've got this one running over here. Let's see, what is this not running for because of that? It will destroy the cactus when it first turns on. Just go back and put the cactus back. I don't know why this one does that. This is just a solution to if the pistons don't fire like I showed you. I really have no idea why this piston does not fire. This piston does not fire, and these pistons do not work like they're supposed to. As you can see, they just broke everything there for a second. I don't know why they're like that. I have no solution to it. Oh, that's good. Anyways, there you go. That is your alternate solution. Build this. You can build it any order you want to, as long as you got piston that way, sticky piston, observer, sticky piston, block with a repeater looking at the sticky piston, half slab, and then boom. That is all you need. I hope this helps you all. Like I said, it takes this system about 30 minutes to fill up. Once it's full, as you can see, I was making a vending machine. And this one's going into a chest, which is actually very, very full. Wow, that chest is very full. This is what I'm talking about. And look at it. Hold on, if we can find a way to it. We may not be able to get to it. That chest back there is full. Like, there's the bamboo is hardcore, y'all. But that is it. I hope y'all like learned something from this. I hope it helps y'all out. This is a mess. Let's turn this stuff off. Bink. Okay, just like so. But there we go. One piece of cake, compact, self-contained, XP farm, bamboo farm, cactus farm, and green dye farm. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, smack that thumbs up button, comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you got any questions, suggestions, or tips, if there's anything you want to see, if you just want to say hi, share she with others, find these helps them out, helps me out. It's an amazing thing to do. Remember, y'all, stay safe, have fun, and game on.